Hey guys, we're going live on both again today. I got the phone here, I got the computer here, so we seem to be doing pretty good. Anyway, I'm gonna wait till a few people get on. If you can message, say hello if you're on, so I know you're here. Anybody? Let's see where we're at. What time is it? It's about 2:30. There's Kelly. Hello, Kelly. Kara Lloyd is on. Hi, Kara. All right. Let's see who else. Lisa Ann. All right. How are you, Kara? Hey, Kathy. There's 8 people on YouTube. Oh, we're misconnecting here on Facebook. Facebook has lost connection for a second. Anyway, if you guys have been noticing the Facebook page, the Keto Diet, Going Gonzo page, and stuff like that, you've seen the announcement. And if you haven't, I'm just here to tell you about that announcement. And that announcement is that Matt Walker, the guy from Blubbersphere, he has a YouTube channel. We're going to do a podcast. Right now, I believe it's just going to be once a week, depending on, so that we can get our schedule straight. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and probably go 2 times a week. Is what I want to do. So, hey, John Jordan. I know. Yeah, I know, Ann. Thank you. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, but the podcast, it's going to be about keto, of course. And it's basically, we're going to start from the very beginning of the ketogenic diet. And we're going to try to do about an hour each. We're going to basically talk about the ketogenic diet. We're going to discuss every little aspect. So if you're somebody that doesn't even know about the ketogenic diet, this is going to basically teach you from the ground up. And what I've been saying is going to take you from the start to forever. Okay, so, and we're going to address everything. We're going to, in every episode, we're going to end up getting, trying to stick to one topic, and you know how lousy I am at that. But we're going to do just that, and we're going to try to stick with that, and try to go from there. And we're going to see how that goes. Now, that podcast is called Going Keto Podcast. Pretty original. Yeah, that's what I thought. But it's not just 2 guys talking. He's a funny guy. Sometimes I'm funny. I'm just not so funny today. But yeah. But it'll be a free podcast. Thanks, Peg. I appreciate it. All right. Anybody want to talk here? Oh, sorry. Mary Lower is here. Hello, Mary. She's on the YouTube. Georgianne Ward is here from Denver, Colorado. Pam Baker, hello. Rhonda. Thank you, Rhonda. I appreciate you. Rhonda Hill. Atalante is here. Mary Graham is here. All you guys are here. This is awesome. Okay. So if you're just getting here, this is about the launch of the Going Keto podcast, and that's going to be with myself and Matt Walker. Thanks, John. Appreciate that. Yep. So I guess I ought to address the elephant in the room here. If you didn't know, my nephew died, and it's my sister's son, and he's very young, 37, wife and kids, and autopsy's still pending, but I don't know. He had a minor car accident right before he went home, He went across the lane and hit the curb with his tire, blew his tire out in his rim, but he continued to drive it because he had like a mile to go. Thanks. And he went home, and his wife found him dead about an hour later. So, yeah. And the funeral is Saturday. That's always fun. Appreciate that, Mary. Caroline. Thank you. Hi, Nona Grace. How are you? Let's see. Oh, my goodness. Everybody's here. Manuel from California. Witter, I guess it is. Derek is here. Hey, what's going on, Derek? Get Fit Truck Driver is here. Georgianne Ward, I'll tell my friends about your podcast. I have a bunch of friends that want to start. Awesome, Georgianne. That's awesome. Thanks, Manuel. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm sorry. It sucks, right, Pam? Yeah. But anyway, thank you, everybody. But let's talk keto. I know it seems weird to talk to me about something other than what the big elephant in the room, but let's talk about something else. All right, let's yeah. Okay. Let's talk keto. Come on, let's talk keto, everybody. Tell me, anybody have any recent success stories? Anybody doing really good? Anybody doing really bad? How's the keto cut going, Rhonda? The keto cut is going great. I hit another threshold today. I went under another 10-pound increment, which when I came down to weigh myself, I still had, what did I have? I came down, I had jeans, t-shirt, my watch on, and usually I weigh myself in shorts and a t-shirt. So I noticed I was like 1.8 pounds above that 10-pound increment. And I was like, I have to see the scale below that increment. So, of course, I switched to shorts, which I still have to now in my t-shirt, and checked the weight. And I was 0.4 under that 10-pound threshold. And I'm not telling anybody that threshold yet. But it's a good one. Yeah. So I'm still losing weight. I'm still following. Today I didn't follow it, but usually every day I follow Dr. Fung has been really enlightening me about this intermittent fasting. Now, it's not so much that I'm forcing it, because I was actually forcing myself to eat breakfast in the morning before I went to work, because I would not eat, say, after like 7 o'clock. After 7 o'clock, I was not, I was done eating the night before. And then I was thinking, well, I should eat around 4:35 a.m. when I was getting up, so that I had food in me when I started. Okay. So I was kind of forcing myself to eat that breakfast, and then I wouldn't eat for the rest of the day. And then I'd eat as soon as I got home, which was like at 2:30. And then I would eat again with my wife, which was probably about 6:30. Okay. So what I'm doing now, awesome, John. John is down 28 pounds as of this morning. That's awesome. And he just started this thing because he was on vacation when everybody else was just starting this. Anyway, yeah. So now I'm not forcing myself to eat in the morning, and I am not even hungry. I'm not hungry until I start right around 2:30, and now I'm into that habit where excuse me, I eat a little bit as soon as I come off that fast, and then I work out. My dog's getting up, sort of. He has trouble getting up. He can't get up. You all right, buddy? Yeah. And then what I do is I work out, and then when my wife gets home, then we eat dinner. So I'm eating twice within about 4.5 hours, but then I don't eat again after that. So it seems to be really working. I'm not hungry. I'm getting a lot of fats in when I do this. So I'm at least at 150 to almost 200 grams of fat while doing this. So there's my fat. Where did I miss questions at? Let's see. I'm checking the YouTube ones right now. Tell me if kombucha is keto friendly or not. Kombucha, my wife has it, and it's the kind that she gets seems to have a lot of sugar in it. Okay, it depends on what the ingredients. Okay, if kombucha has a lot of benefits, but if it's got too much sugar in it, it's just gonna screw your ketosis up. Okay. She actually has some of that, and I don't know how you guys can stand that kombucha stuff. It tastes like crap. It's awful. It's like, I don't know. Anyway, I decided to do more carnivore keto diet, Manuel said. And he says, I feel like I'm losing more weight and feeling better. Opinion. It's fine. Manuel, there's times when on days of the week when I do the keto diet that I don't get a chance to get all my vegetables in. So I'm leaning more towards a carnivore sometimes. It's not that I do it intentional. It's just that I don't have the room for the salad. So what I'll end up doing is Dr. What's his name? Dr. Berg. He sells these supplements, cruciferous green vegetable pills or whatever they are. And I bought them just to test them out and see how they were. So when I don't have that room for the vitamin or for the vegetables, what I'll still do is I'll still make a small smoothie. I'll do only like 2 handfuls of green leafy, crunchy green vegetables or leafy greens, like the ones out of the freezer. I'll make a real small smoothie, only about this big, and I'll take those pills with it. And that's what I do. So I still kind of get my greens in just about every day. Sorry. But as far as strictly carnivore, I think it's okay for some people, but I really like salads. So that's why. I'm sorry, Shauna. All right. We'll have to catch you later. Catch a replay. Let me see what other questions I have. Pam Baker, I'm going slow. Not sure what my problem is. I count my macros, but my aches are so much better. Okay. So the keto part is working for you, Pam. But what's going to happen is, like I've been telling people before, the ketogenic diet is really a diet that's going to heal you from the inside out. Okay. If you have issues going on, there's other things it's going to be working on. Your body can't do a lot of things at the same time. It does a lot, but you're not going to be losing weight if the body needs nutrition to fix some things that's going wrong with you. All right. I like the fasting idea because it actually helps me to heal quicker. When you're in a fasted state, the body can focus on the issues, the problems, and fix those problems that are going on inside you a little more easily. Like we could take a lesson from animals. If our dog is sick, he kind of stops eating. So when you take your dog to the vet, and I wish they would say the same thing to your hold on. Come on, Robbie, what are you doing? Oh. There you go. You got it? All right. You got it? He's a mess. I don't know where he's going. Usually he likes to lay right here by my feet when I'm talking to you guys, but he got up and now he's just kind of staring around. He's old. No, here he comes. He's coming back. What are you doing, Ollie? He's deaf too. You okay? You good boy? Lay on the carpet. Yeah. All right. Anyway, sorry for distraction. Let me see. But like our vet will say, if you take your dog to the vet and the vet, the first thing they ask it is, what are you feeding your dog? But your doctor there doesn't even care what you're eating. He doesn't, to diagnose you. He doesn't know what you're eating, doesn't care what you're eating. Because I don't know that they really know enough about nutrition to give a crap. So when your dog is sick, stops eating and knows better, and here we are still continuing to eat when our bodies are all messed up. That's all. I think with the fasting, it's helping me heal faster, and it's helping me to then burn off fat as well. So I like the idea of the fasting. I really do. I did not want to like that idea. I told you guys that the last time. Didn't like it. Didn't want to like it. Now I kind of like it. Not that it's giving me the benefits, because I knew the benefits would come. Because if you fast, you're going to lose weight. It happens. So it's definitely going to happen if you fast. But I never want somebody to force a fast, okay? Don't force this fast on yourself. Don't force any kind of fast like that at all. So if it comes naturally, do it naturally. I'm all for that, okay? I'm struggling right now. I think my diabetes came back. My arms and face are tingling. Get Fit Truck Driver, what are you doing? I know you said something about how you quit the diet, but you got to get back on it. I don't know. You got to get to your doctor. Have them check you out. Do you check your blood sugar? Is your blood sugar high? Because if your blood sugar is high, there's a chance that you came back. Less green shakes, only veggies, Manuel likes. That's fine. Eat the veggies, Manuel. They're, however you can get your vegetables in, it's by far, it's a great way to get them in. So I like getting them in every day. Dr. Eric Westman, he says it's a must every day. So I say we go for it, and we do it every day. All right. Too many carbs, in my opinion. I would read the label. I guess he's talking about the kombucha to Nana. Yeah. Homemade. I control the sugar. Well, if you control the sugar, Nana Grace, then the benefits of the kombucha are going to be totally up to you, because I know the kombucha has good benefits as long as there's no sugar in them. The kind my wife gets, crazy sugar. I don't get it. I don't know why they ruin things with sugar in it. We went to a health and wellness thing yesterday. It was like a convention thing, and this lady had this product, and she was telling me how she was just looking into the ketogenic diet, because I wore my keto shirt, of course, and that starts conversations. And she asked me, and she said, "Oh, this is a product that I know a lot of people on keto are doing." And I look at the product, and the very first ingredient was maltodextrin. What? And usually the first ingredient on a list is the most prominent. And I said, "Well, you don't want to doubt you that people on keto are doing this, but should they be doing this? That's the question. Because if the first ingredient is maltodextrin, then it's probably not a good product for people on keto, because you don't want to spike your blood sugar. The whole idea on the ketogenic diet is to keep our insulin at bay. And if you're spiking your blood sugar, you're not keeping your insulin at bay. All right? And you're just not. That's if you do one thing and you do it well, it's keep the blood sugar down. That's the key to I think, to being in ketosis, and to staying in ketosis for a long period of time, which will get you keto adapted, get you fat adapted. And we could talk about fat adaptation right now too, if you'd like, because I know a lot of people are having that question. Now, people are asking me, well, how do I know when I'm fat adapted? It's not that hard to know. If you are doing the pea strips, okay, there's different parts of when you get into ketosis. Ketosis is just the very beginning. Okay, if you could be in ketosis and not be keto adapted. All right, and being in ketosis just means that you've depleted your body of those carbohydrates and the glycogen, and now your body's processing fat for energy. All right, now to get keto adapted, just means that those cells that you're creating, okay, all those cells that you're creating are now more adapted to a fat as an energy source. All right. So how do you know when you're adapted to that energy source? There's a couple different ways you could check. Now, if you do the urine strips, the little pee strips, and you're still getting the dark colors of the purple, usually it's in a purple color. It's a lighter, like a lavender to a pink, I guess, all the way up to a dark purple. Now, if it's really dark, what you're seeing is the very beginning of ketosis. Okay, I think it's acetoacetate. Is it something like that? I think that's what it is. And beta hydroxybutyrate is the one that is the most prominent when you get fat adapted. And the only way to see that, because the urine strips don't see beta hydroxybutyrate, they only see the acetoacetate. All right. And that's the very beginning. Now, once you start to show less color on the pee strips, and you've been very strict and you've stuck to this diet and you kept doing this diet the way the way you see everybody teaching everybody, the way I've instructed on here, then as those colors start to reduce on the urine strips, means the more you are fat adapted. Now, fat adapted isn't some sort of threshold that you automatically just start saying, well, I'm fat adapted. Bam, that's it. No, it's where your cells, it makes it a little easier. Like say you goof up on your diet and you cheat a little bit. All right. It's easier to come back to the ketogenic diet. These carb up days and these carb reboots and stuff like that, I'm not a big fan of them, because if you're not fat adapted, what's going to happen is that, yeah, you can get back into ketosis, but you're not going to ever get fat adapted. So it's really, really hard to maintain a ketogenic lifestyle if you're not fat adapted. It's really hard. It's more difficult, because when you become fat adapted, you are going to, you'll see a big difference in the appetite. Granted, there is a little loss of an appetite. Well, look at that. I hate to get off the subject, but Jackie, I'm not sure. I can't see the small picture. I am probably the oldest, 76. I am not losing very fast. Do you think it's age? Nope. Jackie, weight loss has no age. Muscle has no age. You can build muscle. Jack LaLanne did it all the way up until his mid-90s when he passed away. So the benefit of being keto adapted or fat adapted is that your cells are more adapted to utilizing the fat as an energy source, and it's a little easier in case you eat a wrong carbohydrate or some hidden carbohydrates, and it's easier to get back into ketosis probably easily, like real easily. I know I'm missing some things here. Pam Baker, thanks, Steve. I totally understand. I know I need a lot of inside healing. Everything else will come. Yes, it will. It will. But just be patient. It's one of the things I tell people the most, is that we don't have enough patience with the diet. We just have to be patient with it. And not everybody's going to hit ketosis the same way. Not everybody's going to hit fat adaptation at the same time. It's going to happen though. Okay, you stick with it. Okay. Let's see where we are. Manuel V said, I started fasting for 24 to 48 hours whenever I feel up to it. I won't start eating until I feel the need to. Okay. I guess that's good if your body can handle that. I'm not a big fan of the over the 20-hour fast. I like the idea that your body needs nutrition during the day. Your body will also burn up a lot of calories and energy to process the food that you're eating. So I like the idea of eating. All right, I like the idea of eating. So I think that not eating is just kind of depriving the body. You're going to burn a lot of calories or a lot of energy for that food that you're eating. So I say, at least eat once a day, at least do that OMAD or whatever they call it, one meal a day. John Jordan says doesn't think he's fat adapted, been doing it 7 weeks. It just takes time, John. Some people are different. It depends on everything else that the body has to do during that time. It depends on, it depends on basically like the insides. How inflamed are you? How much inflammation is your body going to have to get rid of? That's it. So let's see. I'm missing a lot. I do like this dual camera stuff, so that I can get the video instantly to Facebook and I can get the video instantly to YouTube. And I know some people choose one format over the other, and this way I could actually talk to both you, everybody at the same time. So let's see. My wife is fussing at me a lot about it. Well, your buddy right here, Gonzo, is fussing about you too. So yeah, 340. Oh shit. Kid Fit Trucker. Blood sugar at 340. I feel stuck. You are stuck. I don't know why it's at 340, brother. You got to get it down. You might have to get on some medication, get that stuff down. All right. Your wife's right. You might need to do the medication. You could still do medication. You could still do the ketogenic diet. So stick with it. Spivey 21. Hi everyone. How's it been? Spivey. I heard you on Two Guys this morning because I watched the replay, and I don't recall you asking him to say, "Hey, get back to Gonzo and tell him that you're going to do this collaboration." Spivey, I know you're there. All right, let's see. Where am I at? Hi, Spivey. Ali Mo from Italy. Sorry, I missed so much. You didn't miss much. We're just talking. Let's see. Get fit. Yep. Thought I was fat adapted. Well snuffed to cheat a few days, but nope. It screwed me up. No. Yeah. Even if you're fat adapted, what's going to happen is if you cheat, yeah. Tell him, Delaney. Spivey's busted. Yes. Yeah. Spivey is on the YouTube. Delaney's on the Facebook, and Delaney's talking smack to Spivey. So just so you know, Spivey, Delaney's got you over here. She's messing with you. Alimo, let's see. Yeah, even if you're fat adapted, what am I drinking? Just water. Just water. That's all. Just water. I had so much salt already today. I had my butter broth already today. And I took a pinch of salt and threw it in there as well. I didn't even taste the difference. But it was a good pinch. It was pretty good pinch. So I've had enough salt here today. Alimo, Spivey. Sorry, what happened to Spivey? Oh, his CD player died. That sucks. All right, where are we at? Marjorie Burnett. I'm 67 and I lost 53 pounds in the last 9 months. Congratulations on that. It's slower now, but still adjusting fat consumption for more loss. I would like to lose another 20 to 40 pounds. So now age is not a factor. So no, age is not a factor. No, it is definitely not, Marjorie. And I'm really glad you pointed that out. Now, here's what happens when you start to lose weight. All right, your body requires less food, and the less food we give it, okay, you're still going to burn off so many calories and so much food and stuff like that, but you require less. So what they would consider what a calorie deficit would be, which is how people with are heavier tend to lose weight a lot quicker than people that are lean. Okay, so when you get down to those lower amounts of fat and you start to really stall out, that's not something to be upset of. That's your body saying, all right, this is the last bit there is, and I'm going to give it up really slow. So for you to get to that point, it's awesome. You know, you've gotten to a point where your body's not losing fat like this, like that, but you stayed with the same diet and you're doing really good. And you probably want to cut it down just a little bit. Get used to eating maybe one less meal, maybe cut back on the amount of food that you're eating in those meals and stuff like that, just to adapt to the new you, okay? And that will pick up that weight loss again, and that will start to get the weight loss going just a little bit more. But you're going to hit another stall because you're going to hit stalls more frequently as you get closer and closer to your goal weight. Just so you guys know that happens quite frequently. And it's frustrating because you get to that last 5, 10, 15, 20 pounds and you get so frustrated. Like everything was going great. How come now it just stopped? That's why your body requires less calories. And it's tough to give it even less calories when it would take a lot more of less calories to keep that weight loss that you were used to. So it's tough, but it's you're like on the last lap of a 10-lap race, and that's awesome. You should be happy. A lot of these people are still running in that 7th and 8th lap, and they're still getting frustrated because their body doesn't want to lose the beginning weight. But once it does, it really starts to come off pretty quick. Where are we at? Let's see. Manuel V. I actually feel good, real good mentally when I go more than 24 hours. Not sure why. I'm being real careful of the ingredients I use. That's good, Manuel V. And that's really, really good because you will start feeling a little clearer after 24 hours because when you're not eating, your body is relying more on fat. And it's going to happen. It's going to rely more on fat. You're going to break down more fat. You're going to have more ketones in your body. So you're going to get that mental clarity. And you're also going to get that healing feeling in your body that your ketones are actually healing everything. And so that's why you're feeling that. But because when you do eat, your body will use that food for energy. So the ketones aren't as prevalent, but that's okay because we don't want to starve ourselves to lose all that weight, because then if you get to a certain point, then you're not really benefiting the body all the way. All right, let's see. Spivey says to Marjorie Burnett, that is awesome. I've had a couple of your videos. Oh, Marjorie Burnett has videos. Why am I not watching them? I need to watch them. I'm sorry, Marjorie Burnett, that I do not. Do I watch them? Who is Marjorie Burnett? Spivey, you know who Marjorie Burnett is, so tell me. I'm terrible with names, people. I am so terrible. I'm telling you, I'm not good with names. Names is like my kryptonite. Get Fit Truck, I think you need to work up to fasting. So quiet and long, quiet walks. At least that's what Dr. Berg would say. And I would agree with that, Manuel. I do. Hey, Katie. How are you? I would agree with that, Manuel. He does need to get longer walks in. Sitting still, not doing anything, that's not going to work off that sugar. You have to work out a little bit on cardio. It'll help burn off that glycogen that's in your muscles. It'll help to get that sugar down, okay? And when you get that sugar down, you're going to get that insulin down with it. And that's how you're going to get away from that diabetes, okay? I have recommended you loads of times to people, Steve. I know. I'm just saying, Spivey. I didn't hear it today. That's all. I'm here thanks to Spivey. Oh, I get it. Thank you, Ali Mo. I know. I'm just busting Ali Mo. And if you guys can, just remember to give me not give me a shout out, but just ask them if they, throw it at them. Say, beef butter fast. No, I didn't talk about a beef butter fast today. No. Katie's funny today. I'm just saying, if like a collaboration, if that person might be interested in collaborating with me, talking with me about ketogenic, so that we can discuss stuff back and forth, so that maybe some answers come out, some ideas come out, some helpful hints and tips and stuff will come out for you guys, because it's all about you guys, honest to God. I don't make any money on this, so YouTube doesn't pay me a dime. They say I have to get to a certain point, and I did. They say I have to get to another certain point, and I do, but they don't pay me anything. They say, well, we'll get back to you in a week. I don't know. That was 3.5 months ago. and they don't ever reply. So who knows what the deal is. I don't even care. But I don't do this for the money, just so you know. Like when I coach football for all these kids, and these kids still see me out and about, and they'll say, hey, coach, and stuff like that. I didn't coach football at that level for the money, because the money wasn't there. It was some money, but coaching, if you're going to be a coach, you have to love it, and you have to really do it for the reasons that you do it. You just can't. It's not something you're going to make money on, not by the hours that you put in and everything else. Like the hours I put in for you guys on this keto stuff. Yeah, it's a lot of hours. You guys might not realize, but there's a lot of time put into coming up with some of this research and coming up with some of these videos and then editing. That's why I'm doing a lot of these lives right now, so I can cut back on some of the editing time and some of the foo-foo stuff, like putting all the little pictures and stuff. Like I would put a picture here and stuff like that. So right now I don't have a lot of time to do all that other stuff, and I have so many other things trying to go on. Like what I announced earlier today for all you guys that came late is, hi Zena, how are you? Is that the new venture that I have going on is that podcast. Okay. And that's going to be with Matt Walker. He lives down near Sydney, Australia. And I live up near New York. Okay. I'm in the Northeast Pennsylvania, and I do need an assistant, Delaney. Yeah. And I have my assistant right there, Ollie. He's sound asleep. That's my assistant. He's my support. So yeah, so that's it. So I have a lot of things going on. I have a renovation going on. I have work. I have to work full time. My nephew, that sucked. Anyway, let's get back. Where are we at? Spivey says, I love the keto community. You must, Spivey, because you're everywhere. I love it. Manuel V, no snacks. No, I don't like doing the snacks. Yes, eating less food means higher ratio of fat. I still check my keto numbers. It's a science. Thanks for confirming. Absolutely. I heard some keto communities are rough. Some are. It depends. It's not necessarily the community. I don't want to bash anybody, any website or any page, because it's the people that are on that page. It's not just that page itself. It's you might have run into the wrong person at the wrong time. It's unfortunate, but not every, like I've seen there's discussions in here that some people don't like sometimes, and unfortunately it happens. 10 weeks keto, 35 pounds. That's not bad, Derek. That's not bad at all. Good job for you, buddy. My channel is cleverly named Marjorie Burnett. Imagine that. I'm going to look it up when I get done here, Marjorie Burnett. I'm going to look your channel up, and I'm going to shout it out. I'm going to go look at Marjorie Burnett, and I hope that all you guys on Facebook and all you guys on this YouTube channel check out Marjorie's channel. I'm sure if Spivey likes it, Marjorie Burnett is awesome. And Spivey gives the she's a genius. Well, that's a very nice compliment. And you know what? I'm very honored to have Marjorie the genius Burnett on my channel talking to me. That's very nice. It's awesome. All right. Let's see, where are we at? Do you mind, Steve, if I recommend you to collab with a few famous keto people? I am Facebook friends with quite a few. No, Spivey, that's what I want. I could talk to just about any of them. Like, I'm trying. I don't know why I can't get Dr. Eric Westman. I know he's busy right now, but he already said he would. So I'm also looking at Jimmy Moore. He also said he would. I have 2 keto dudes. They're going to do one. Who else do I have? Of course, I have Dr. Ken Berry. I already did one with. I have Jason Whitrock that I did one with. I'd like to, which would be impossible, like Jeff Volek or Steve Finney. because I don't think they even know I'm on the radar. But Nona Grace, she's getting snow in Western New York. That sucks. You're right there by the Great Lake. Kind of screw up right there. All the water, all the current comes across those Great Lakes and dumps on you guys in Western New York. All right, where are we at? Snowing and rain in Alberta, Canada too. Not happy. My motorbike wants to go riding. I hear you, Pam. Let's see. I'm enjoying your podcast. This isn't my podcast. This is just my YouTube channel. My podcast will actually be with my crazy friend Matt Walker, and he's MIA today. And by the way, Matt Walker is very nervous. That's right. He's very nervous. So I told him to get over his nervousness. It's not that hard. Let's see. Oh, she stays away from Facebook communities. I don't blame you. A lot of people do. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, Marjorie. Awesome. I used to coach football, Kelly. I coached football for about 4 or 5 years. The high school that we coached, we took them to a playoff that they had never been, and we won a playoff that they had never won. And we've taken that team to a whole nother level. And then I ended up, my job was too conflicting with my time to work or coach football, so I could not coach for a long time, and it sucked. Carl Franklin got a, is it Carl or is it the other guy? I get the two keto dudes goofed up. I know the one guy, he has a new live show, the American one. Where are we at? All right. One of the two keto dudes. Yeah, right. Yeah. Marjorie Burnett is in sunny Southern California. Yeah, where it only rains like once a year. What is my job? My job is I'm a state corrections officer. That's what I do. I have a college degree, and I'm a state correction officer. That happens. It's all right. Pays the bills. It's a little risky at times, but it is what it is. Cornelius is in the house. What other questions we have? Yes, I do. I like the keto dudes too. Let's see. Nuna Grace is near Lake Erie. What do you guys want to talk about? I caught up on everybody, on all the questions, I think. And if I don't, here's the thing, guys. You guys know I try to go back to all the questions, and I try to see the ones that I missed, and I try to answer those. So if I didn't hit your question, for some reason, if I missed you, if I was on one of my little rants or I was off talking and getting distracted, I will come back and I will try to answer your question. If I notice that somebody hasn't already sufficiently answered that question for me. And what I'll end up doing is liking their comment so that you know that it's basically the same thing as what I would have told you to. I'm not the guru. I think I know a lot about the ketogenic diet. I know the history of it. I know a lot of tricks and tips and ideas of it, but I am not by any means the only source for this. So I think my keto channel is very knowledgeable and helpful, and they're awesome. What does my shirt say today? I don't know where I got this. I saw it in my closet. It says Keto Mafia, bigger than big. I don't even know what it means. I have no idea where this shirt even came from. Because for one, it's in white. I'm not a big white t-shirt unless I'm wearing a white shirt underneath my uniform. But I don't have a lot of these white shirts like this. I don't know. Yeah, but you guys know I always wear a keto shirt, and this is the keto shirt of the day. Ollie woke up. Hi, Ollie. Hi, buddy. Okay. Marjorie Burnett says, I find I am wanting just meat, feeling like carnivore old lady. I just don't want to eat greens. I do it, but don't want to. Any suggestions? Marjorie, I do that my green sludge, everybody laughs at me, smoothie. And some people hate it. Some people think it's okay. What I do, Marjorie, is I take all my greens. I put them in my little shake. I made a couple videos on it, and um, I freeze all my kale. I freeze my parsley. I freeze my arugula. I freeze my beet greens and stuff like that. And then what I do is I put them in those big zipper freeze bags. When I need them, I'll grab just a handful of it out and throw it into my blender cup. And then I'll mix all of my greens into this cup. And then I'll pour in some bone broth. I pour in some cod liver oil. Now you don't have to do all this, but I pour in some cod liver oil. I pour in some apple cider vinegar. I used to put in a little bit of stevia in it, as I'm on 32 days now without the sweeteners. This sucks. This sugar thing, I don't like it. But I tend to drink more water now than coffee. So when I would have normally drank some nice bulletproof coffee, I'm drinking more water. It's probably healthier. Who knows? Anyway, so that's what I do, Marjorie. Because I get tired of the salads too. There's and sometimes the meat. You should always eat your salad first and then your meat next, second. Where I think that's the way it should go. I don't know. Sometimes some people say it should go the other way because of the acids or something in the salad help digest the food after you've already eaten it. I guess there's some, but if it's all in the gut, it's all in the gut, so it'll work. So what I do is I mix that smoothie up, and I'll just drink that smoothie. And it's not the same as forcing myself to eat a salad if I'm just not hungry for vegetables that day. It's just that much easier to just take a drink, even if it's a small one like this, and I'll just chug it down. Boom, done, and I got my veggies in for the day, and I'm happy, and I feel mentally happy because I know that's probably what you're going through, is that mentally you're like, I want to eat, I need to eat these veggies, but I just don't want to. So when I drink them, it's all good. Yeah, just try them every once in a while. And then I also try to go to a store that makes the salads. Like I go to Red Leaf. This is a local place, but it's awesome. And they're food always tastes better when somebody else makes it. Like when I go for eggs, I just seem to like, I think I make pretty good eggs, but then when you go to somewhere like Denny's or something, man, the eggs they're pretty good. All right. Let's see, where are we at? Spivey says, I've been doing N=R experiments. N=1 experiments, sorry. Last couple weeks, I can get back into ketosis much quicker than before. That means you're fat adapted, Spivey. That's what that means. If you can get out of ketosis and then right back into it the next day, it's a very high indicator that you are keto adapted, fat adapted. It's a plus. Like two keto dudes say, it's like being a superhero. When you're fat adapted, you're the superhero. That's it. It's a great feeling, and I suggest you all get there, because if you've checked all the way back to my earlier videos, I know I have like 120 of these now or something like that. If you check all the way back, you'll see that I always said the main goal on this was to get keto adapted, and that's still my suggestion. Get keto adapted because you're going to feel the benefits of it. Are you losing faster without the stevia? Kelly, I don't know. I don't know if that has any effect on me at all, because what I did, I didn't follow my own advice. And my own advice would have been eliminate something for a week or two and see how it affects you. Cornelius said that happened to him last week. I get it. Eliminate something so that you can see whether that is affecting your weight loss. Whether it be, let me cut out all sugars, all sweeteners. Well, does it affect me? All right. With Jason Whitrock, it doesn't affect him. So he's not insulin sensitive though. Okay. He's pretty, he could eat just about anything. He chooses to do the ketogenic diet because of the health benefits. And taking out the sugar, it's not a big deal to him. Taking it out for me, it could have been a big deal, but I also did the intermittent fasting, which I didn't expect to do right away. And I also did the workouts. So I've kind of implemented a big trifecta, and plus I'm not keto-fying, which I don't really keto-fy much anyway. And for those of you that don't know what keto-fy is, it means you're trying to make a food out of ketogenic friendly ingredients to recreate a food that you miss. Okay. And that's, to me, it's not beneficial in the beginning, especially in the beginning, because you want to get away from those foods that got you to where you are today. All right. Let's see. Marjorie Burnett says, I will try the smoothie again. Used to make them when I was a vegan years ago. I cannot imagine doing them without stevia. I have to give it a go. Thanks for the reminder. You're welcome, Marjorie. It's not like, anyway, glad I could help. Ali Mo or Spivey21 says, Ali Mo, do you watch Scott the truck driver? I keep forgetting to watch that guy too. Ali Mo says, Spivey, no, I can't get past the swearing. Oh, he's a swearer. Okay. I just posted an article, Ali Mo. If you're a friend of mine on my Steve Keto Gonzo Facebook page, I don't know if you do Facebook or not, but if you do, I found this article somebody had posted, and I reposted it. It's about the benefit of talking to somebody who swears a lot. I guess there's a benefit to it. It's kind of weird. I have to read it, but it might be interesting. Ali Mo, give it a shot. Hey, Ghost. The Ghost is here. Let's see. Spivey says shame because he's got awesome info. He does. He probably does. I've heard a lot about him. So, hello, Ghost. Glad to see you're here. The ghost of John Mordaunt, something like that. Maybe it's time for you to do a live show, Spivey. Maybe it is. I'm curious what Spivey looks like. Spivey, you have to know a lot about the ketogenic diet. You talk to so many people. You must know enough about it. Spivey, I'd be willing to have you on here with me too. We can go live, me and you. Why not together? You just let me know, Spivey. You have lots of great information, so I wouldn't mind having you on my show. Yep, the ghost is here. All right. Good luck with your training. Yeah. Manuel V, it's hard to watch a truck driver around my kids because all the cussing, but he does have good info and points. But he's mostly carnivore at the moment, for what I last saw. Oh, that's not good either. I swear a lot when I'm alone. I do too. I there's times when I swear and there's times when I don't. And I just learned to be, I guess, respectful to the most part. I guess I have slip-ups. It happens to anybody. But I don't, and if I do swear, I don't mean to. I don't feel like it's necessary for me to swear to get my point across, my emotion, or my ideas to you guys. So I just choose not to swear because It's not that I think it's a sign of less education. I just think it's a sign of less respect. That's all. Some people don't like swearing, as we can see right here. Some people don't like it, so I choose not to do it. Susan Lumpkin says, watching you, Barry, Berg, Keto with Casey, confused. Some say 7 to 10 cups of vegetables. Yeah, the only one saying 7 to 10 cups of vegetables is Berg. He's a little high on those veggies. I don't recommend that many veggies. You're not going to be able to get that many in because it's going to fill you up, and you're not going to have room for your fats. You're not going to get enough proteins in. It's tough. That's a lot of veggies. It's a lot of veggies, and that's Dr. Berg. I know it is because that's one of the things I totally disagree with him on. And there's a lot of other people that say 7 to 10 veggies. Are you kidding? That's just maybe it's just some way for him to stand out. Jennifer says, I swear when I stub my toe. And yeah, most of us do, except for me. I don't swear when I stub my toe. You guys know why? Look, here it is. Here's my toe. There's my toe. I don't stub it. I know it's crazy weird, right? That's my leg, guys. There it is. I don't know if I've ever even shown it on one of these videos, the Facebook channel. But this is it. Pretty interesting, right? That's my left leg right there. Goes in here, locks. Got the little locky pin right here. And that's it. Some people get grossed out by it. It's just a piece of carbon fiber. That little ball there allows it to turn left and right. There's a spring here that allows it to go up and down. And if you watch the Olympics, back here, if you can see it, is a running blade right here. So it has a running blade on it. Yeah, I need a keto one. That's what I need. All right, let's get back to what we were talking about. Marjorie Burnett, use earphones. Oh yeah, to listen to him while he's swearing. Okay, I get that. Steve, we are friends on Facebook, but you can see what I look like. There is a photo of me with my girlfriend. Okay, Spivey. But like I said, I'm terrible with names. I'm trying to think of what your name is on Facebook. It's probably, it's Nurse. Yeah, I have looked that up, Spivey. Your picture, I don't think you have a picture. It was like, it's like some other random picture. And I think I looked before and I never saw a picture of you on there. Yeah, Ali Mo, I think she's just referring the headphones so that the person that thought they can't listen to them around their kids, so their kids won't hear it. Marjorie Burnett says, I am being coached by Sarah and also a patron of Casey. Sarah says fats are more important. It's hard. Fats are more important. I'm not the only one that believes that. If you focus on one macro, according to Dr. Eric Westman, it's all about the carbs. Stay under the 20 grams of carbs. Keep your proteins whatever moderate, and your fats are a little high. But he's not worried about getting all the fats in. For me, I worry about getting the fats in. That's my idea. Jason Whitrock the other day, he said, what are the 5 things of advice I would give you on the ketogenic diet? Fats, 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 and fats. That's what he said. Let's see, Stephanie Keto, whatever her name is, Person. She is based out of Southern California. She is a 50-plus-year-old woman with chiseled abs, and she is all about high fat. She's 200 at a minimum, 250, I think, something like that. She's up there on the fats. So Fats are, they are important. They are. I've suggested some people go even higher on their fats when they're in a stall, and it pops them out of their stall, and they start losing weight again. So, yep, it works. All right. Yeah, I would burst with all those vegetables. I would too. It's too many vegetables. I actually stopped different YouTubers who had a lot of good information because of the language. Oh, I hear you, Nuna. Or Nana? Yeah, Nana. Yeah. So that's why I just choose not to do it. Ali Mo says, nice leg. Yeah. Thank you. Casey is an associate of Dr. Westman. She eats very few carbs. Oh, that's me. I eat less than 20 grams of carbs a day, every day for the last few years. So it is a very high-tech leg. This is, I think this is what, like almost 40 grand for this thing? Yeah. This leg is so much better than the other leg I had. Yeah. There's, I have the other one. You guys want to see the other one? If you want to see it, I'll go get it. It's up to you guys. It's another leg I have in the other room. If you want to see it. If you don't, we'll just continue to talk here. Susan Lumpkin said, so Marjorie, would you say more important to eat below 20 carbs and get all or most of your fats in? Then I wonder about burning my own fat. Yes, I know it's Biv Nurse. I know that. Susan Lumpkin, I am curious to hear what Marjorie has to say about your question. Let's see, because you know my answer, Susan. So let's see what she has to say. Let's see. Ghost says, I have another friend that he has 2 legs or 3. Not sure. Actually, I have like 5. I have like 2 upstairs. I have 1 in the laundry room, and I have this one. Yeah, I have all different ones. Yes, and I keep my carbs below 15. Nice, very nice. Spivey says, if any of you want to be friends with me on Facebook, Viv Nurse. Oh, that's nice. All right, Marjorie Burnett. I have found myself drinking hot beverage with heavy whipping cream and dipping my meat in melted Kerrygold. Yeah, I do that all the time. I pour melted Kerrygold butter on my meats all the time. I guess I was wondering if I am burning my own fat when I eat so much fat. But that the key premise of keto, right? It is. Ali Mo, thank you. I will accept that friend request when I get it. You're still going to burn a lot of fat. You aren't going to eat more fat than you really need to burn. Like when you're still going to burn fat off your body, even though you're eating a lot of fat. People think, well, if I eat all this fat, then I'm giving myself too much fat, and then my body won't burn off any of my other fat. It'll still burn off all your other fat. Don't worry. It's just the way the body will work. It will burn it all off. It will continue to burn the fat you're feeding yourself. It'll continue to burn the fat that you have on your body. So get that leg. Yep. In my military, I was. I will get that leg then. Do I have a running blade? They're working on it. The VA is working on it. Steve, I smile every time you say my last name. I'll try to say my name. Let me help you. Nona. Is it Nona? Really? With a long O. Nona. And a short A. Nona. Nona Grace. Okay. Nona. See, I'm terrible with names, guys. I'm telling you, it's not going to help me. Next time I mention her thing, it's going to be bad. Somebody says message held for review. That's not me, just so you guys know. Let me see. Get Fit Trucker says, well, watching this gave me some motivation to get back at it. Thanks, Steve. Well, you should be back at it Get Fit Truck Driver. You're one of my best followers. What do I got going on up here? Don't kick me out. I cut the stevia. Didn't kick me out. I cut the stevia. There you go. Good for you, Cornelius. Oh, I'm blocking the view over here. Let's see. No, you didn't cheat with a Diet Dr. Pepper, Cornelius. It's not necessarily a cheat. It's not necessarily a cheat. It depends on the artificial sugar that was there. All right, guys. Let me go see if I can get that other leg. Let me put this leg on first. Hold on. All right, let me go get it. All right, here's the other leg by popular demand. Here it is. Why is it asking me to, of course, show that? Why not? This is the other leg. See how basic this one is? It's just one pipe. It's got like a, it's a waterproof, it's more waterproof. It's not, there's not a lot of rust that can go on with this leg, but that's it. This one I just use it when I go into the water or the beach. That's just this one. That's it. There you go. Never had a fried radish? Oh, never had a fried radish. No, not. I roast them. Here's the deal on fried radishes. A lot of people, like when you eat a raw radish, you get that little bitter, that bite to it. When you fry them up, you don't that bitter, that bite, that spicy, whatever that radish taste kind of goes away. So if you don't like the way a raw radish tastes and you cook it up, it's like cooking up potatoes. It's got the consistency of fried potatoes. So you can mix it in like a butter and a garlic or butter and some spices, salt and pepper, blah blah blah. But it's going to come out tasting almost like a baked or fried potatoes. So it's a great breakfast food. Yep. Marjorie Burnett, definitely increasing fats also increases trips to the restroom. Not for me. I could literally drink a bottle of MCT oil and it won't even mess me up. Doesn't mess me up. Also, I'm going to get Keto Mojo to confirm my ketosis. Very good, Susan. Do I need to check ketones and sugars? I think it's best to check both ketones and sugars. The sugar strips are actually a lot cheaper than the ketone strips, and the keto on the Keto Mojo, the ketone strips are less than $1. And so I believe that the glucose strips are even like a third of that or half of that price. So where are we at? Radishes. Has anybody had fried radishes? We already talked there. Yeah, never had them fried. That leg looks worn in. This leg was, this leg was like 4 or 5 years of use. So yeah, it's pretty basic. Anyway, one day Zay May says, is it okay for me to take test boosters at 22? Why do you need test boosters? Find out what your testosterone is. I wouldn't suggest you should have to take test boosters unless you have something, an underlying issue that's causing your testosterone not to be as great. If you think that it's going to help you to increase muscle mass, there's a chance of that, but exercising properly will actually increase your testosterone without having to take anything, especially if you do an exercise such as like a compound exercise like squats or like deadlifts. Okay, that type of compound exercise releases so much more testosterone that it feeds all the other muscles, and all the other muscles tend to grow when you exercise leg day. So that's food for thought there, sir. I am a certified trainer. I've been one for, I don't know, 20 years. I don't think my keto group knows that much about me as far as that, as far as the trainer part. Marjorie says that she likes the techie one better, but nice to have two. I have 3, 4. There's other ones upstairs. Okay, let's see where we at. Sounds like it's okay. Pam, we eat them raw in Canada. I don't know anyone who's ever fried them. I have them in the fridge. I have them in the fridge right now. Mandy M is here. Hi, Mandy M. Glad you can have it. Anybody who is catching this late, the reason I started this, and I always get sidetracked with you guys, is that I'm starting a podcast, okay, with Matt Walker. Matt Walker and I, Matt is from Australia, very funny dude. Hi, Mandy. Very funny dude. He brings a lot to the table. I talk to him text message all the time. I watch his videos all the time. I recommend him all the time because he is funny. I like him. He's a good guy. And he may not be the guru or all the knowledge for the ketogenic diet, but I think he knows more than what he admits to knowing. All right. I think his personality and his comedic views and words and stuff like that are probably going to catch you. Now, are we going to have to filter him? Possibly. He says he's going to filter the swearing out. We'll see. All right. One day, Zay May said, "I have great genes, and the boosters just help me with the mad gains. I almost look juiced to the gills. Have veins popping out of my fingers. Is that any negative effect taking them? No. Here's what I found out, Zay May, is that when you start to mess with the natural production of your body and you start to synthetically add things that your body would normally make, creatine, testosterone, stuff like that, and if it's for your professional life and you're going to take a professional risk and it involves feeding your family or making the money, then I suggest it's okay to do it. But if you're going to manipulate the production of testosterone or creatine or something like that, what's going to end up happening is that your body is no longer going to produce them as much as it was. All right. And that's just the way it happens. Yeah, I think if you take too much testosterone, it's going to, what bodybuilders used to run into back in the day when they took too much testosterone, is that their testes would shrink because of lack of use, lack of production. They weren't used anymore. So when you don't use it, you lose it. You know this. So it's up to you. It's a choice you have to make. Something I wouldn't recommend. If you already have the veins in your fingers, what are you looking for? Veins in your ears or earlobes or eyelids? What? I don't know. Where else do you want more veins? Sounds like you already are satisfied with the amount of muscle that you already get thought at as having been on steroids. So you must be very well developed. You must have a good muscle tone, and you must be very impressive to see. So what aren't you seeing? Okay, you need to step back and take a look and say, okay, if all these people are giving me compliments, why am I still looking for more? Okay, you probably need to just come back to your own self and appreciate who you are and what you've achieved already. You sound like you don't need this stuff. So my suggestion is, it's just my suggestion is don't do it. You don't, obviously, I don't think you need it. So could there be a negative effect? Absolutely, there could be. Yes, there could. As far as my background, I used to train professional athletes in Chicago, both football, hockey, baseball. I've had players in Super Bowls. I've had players win World Series games. I've had players win awards for Setup Man of the Year award. I've had players be the leading scorer on a professional hockey team and win a Stanley Cup. I've had a lot of different success with the exercise part. So so I have a lot of knowledge as far as that goes. So that would be my suggestion, brother. That's all. Where are we at? I don't know where we're at. One day Zay retracted, message retracted. I don't know why. Why was that retracted? Maybe he erased his own message. Wake up. Keto with Facebook, Viv Nurse. Okay, we know that. Might have tried them. Yep, we're all going to try the radishes. Sour cream is good on everything. Absolutely is. Test is bad. Test is bad. To a point. I could see it if it's his life, but you guys heard my point. Let's see. Don't miss the bread. Good. Marjorie, I am finding out Chobani whole milk Greek yogurt with some salt is as good as sour cream. Much to my surprise. The yogurt thing, though. I've heard yogurt bumps you out of ketosis. I don't know why. I haven't looked into it because I just don't do the yogurt, but maybe I should. My wife does a lot of yogurt because she likes the probiotics to it. Yogurt has great probiotics, good digestive helps you out. Let's see. Where are we at? If it's keto friendly. If it is keto friendly, right. 10% yogurt, good or not? No, I'm not a big yogurt person. I can't really, Brunette, I cannot answer that yet. I want to look more into the yogurt. Marjorie might be able to answer it, but that's whatever she wants. Wicked Fabs, hey y'all, stop by to see what's up, say hello, and supporting Gonzo. Thanks, Wicked Fabs. Joe, you're awesome, buddy. I appreciate your coaching and your job. Such a good man. You have a lucky wife. Are you a keto coach as well? I guess I should know that. I'm not really a keto coach. As far as keto coach, like it's enough for me to help everybody here. All these people that are asking questions, all these people that I have on my Facebook group, all these people that I hope to have on my podcast. Those are the people that I want to coach. Okay, I don't necessarily have some sort of diet set up for people. I'm not a big fan of that as of right now. Could I make some money on it? Maybe I could. I could supply workouts for people, but it takes a lot of extra work to get to know that person, to find out what that person's capabilities are, what their goals are, what their limitations are. Okay. It's a lot more than just telling somebody, okay, this is the exercises you should do. Because if somebody tells you, okay, here's a workout for you, then all they did was just printed that thing out from somewhere else. Okay. They took it out of somebody else's file and stuck your name on it and gave it to you, and they're charging you for it. I don't feel right doing something like that to somebody. My whole idea of helping somebody would be to really get to know that person, find out what their goals are individually, okay? Because everybody's goals are different individually as they are with other people's goals, what their benefits or how they like this exercise. Because there's some exercises that I don't like. Like I've had somebody that said they were going to give me an exercise plan, and they told me all this stuff. I was like, okay, let's see what they do. And did they ask me if I had one of these things going on? Nope, didn't ask me. And then when I said I had that, they said, well, it'd be just the same. It's not. It's not just the same. You know, I have one of these. I know it's not the same. Okay, if you think it's just the same, then I don't know. You don't know more of what you're talking about. Anyway, I don't want to get on a soapbox like that. I don't want to down and hurt people's feelings. Yes, Marjorie is chatting. I eat yogurt and peanut butter. Wow, Allie Mo. She eats yogurt and peanut butter. Two things I would not eat, but that's me. Rebecca Munoz. I am teaching at the moment, but we'll be watching and listening later. Thank you, Rebecca. Spivey21. Steve is a great man and knows his shit. That's me. That's my boy Spivey right there. VIP nurse. 8 grams of carbs in a cup. So 2 grams in a quarter cup. I use about 1 tablespoon and so not a problem. I also add lemon, stevia to a quarter cup, and it tastes like cheesecake. Healthy. That's probably true. It probably does taste like cheesecake. Yeah, that would taste pretty good. But to me, that's keto-fi, and I can't do it right now. So I have to wait until June. For those of you doing the keto cut, I'm sticking to this thing. So yeah, I could see it right now. I could see my face is thinner than it was. I'm sure you guys can too. I guess I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I see it when I'm just looking at, like, every once in a while I'll look at the picture of me and I'll be like, hey, it's starting to look okay again. I'm not that big guy with the neck that used to be out here, and that this part of my head was out here, and I was just one big head and one big fat neck, and you didn't even see this chin, and you didn't see this jawline, nothing. You didn't see any of this. So yeah, and that's the way I started. I had so much extra girth that it was just, it was out of control. There was none of this lines, none of these separations, nothing. No muscle separation before. Right now I basically have no fat on this part of my arms, no fat on my upper arms, which I was starting to get some fat, and I didn't like it. Okay, let me give you guys some advice. I don't know if all of you had heard this, but I listened to Dr. Fung, and I'm going to pass this on again. I know I passed it on the last one, but I want to pass it on again. Dr. Fung talked about how he has never recommended his patient to get their excess skin taken off. Okay. His point is that skin is a protein. Okay. And if we're adding too much protein into our diet, we want to probably ease that back so that our body will utilize our excess skin, all the proteins that it has, and it'll utilize that. All right. I could see that point. He also points out the fact that it's kind of a morbid fact, but it's a good visual. If you've ever seen pictures of the Holocaust survivors, right, and it shows them all skin and bones, and there's no skin hanging on them, okay? And he said, I guarantee some of those guys were not already small guys. Some of those were probably big guys when they first went into these concentration camps. And you don't see the hanging skin on any of them. You see the fact that the skin tightened up on every single one of them. And that's what he says. In time, that skin will tighten up. And your body will utilize that saggy skin, and it will utilize that protein in there, and it will eliminate that skin on its own. So that's, I don't have saggy skin. I don't have it on my belly. I don't have it on my arms. Okay. I don't have it. All right. I have some stretch marks and stuff like that, but, and they're not bad. So, but I think the way I'm losing my weight, it's coming off pretty good. I don't see any saggy skin. I might have some on my stomach eventually, but not yet. Not yet. Knock on wood. Not yet. Spivey, your face has shrank, Steve. Thank you. Appreciate that, buddy. That's why I keep you around, Spivey. You're my affirmation, my daily affirmation guy. Marjorie, you do look a lot thinner than your banner pic. Which banner pic? I don't remember which one that was. If you see the Marine Corps picture, that's bad. I was a skinny mini there. I was 155 pounds. That was fresh out of boot camp. I was young, very young. Let's see. Thank you, Brunette. I appreciate that. Spivey. I do squats, but my squats are done much differently because I don't have the mobility of my knee like a normal person does because of how high the back of this thing is. Okay, the knee still is back here. All right. If you look at the way this leg is developed or designed, this here is where my kneecap sits. All right. My kneecap and my tibial head, which is over here, hold my leg up. All right. My stump is down in here like this. Okay. If it hits the bottom, it's like walking on cement with your fingertips. You just couldn't be able to do it. So I can't let the cut off part of my leg hit the bottom. And this is basically perfectly designed, molded to my leg. All right. So how I have to keep it from hitting the bottom. So it has to be supported really well up top. And all my knee is what supports my leg from hitting the bottom. That's what a lot of people I don't think realize with a prosthetic. So for me to do squats, it's a little different. It's a little different. All right. So just saying. Where are we at? Marjorie Burnett. Well, I am hoping for what? For that atrophy thing. Said I'm going down more. I do not have saggy arms like expected. Such an amazing for 67. It is. It's awesome. Marjorie, I can't wait to actually check out your videos. I am sorry that I bet I've already checked them out. I just didn't realize who you were. Pam says, I have saggy skin. Think it was from years of starvation diets, etc. Plus, I'm old. Oh, stop with that crap. So my skin doesn't want to tighten up anymore. It will tighten back up. And age does have a problem with the skin, but it'll tighten back up. I have stayed steady weight on a scale for 2 months, but waist still going down and muscle going up. I know that, Spivey. Do you know how I know that, Spivey21? How that you haven't lost weight in 2 months, but your waist is getting smaller? 2 guys. I was listening to 2 guys over here on my my little Alexa. Yeah, she was yeah, and he talked about you all day long, like you were telling him lots of these things. That's how I know, Spivey. And Cindy Brown was doing the same thing, and she's MIA right now. Anyway, let's see. Pam, are you at your goal? What I've read, that it happens more towards the end of the weight loss. The tightening of the skin does happen more at the end of weight loss. It's going to take time. It's not something that's going to happen in a month or 2 months or 6 months or even maybe a year, but it will tighten up. So don't worry. Someone once told me that the skin renews itself every 3 years. Give it time. My belly was a bit crepey after having a baby in my 40s, and it bounced back when I started lifting again. It's very true. Do you know why they come up with crepey skin? Anybody know that? Yep, there's still time. There's still time, Mark. That's right. Hang in there, Pam. Hang in there. It's good to hear. Thanks, guys. You're welcome. It's truth. The scale is not the last word. Congrats on smaller measurements. Absolutely. I tell people all the time, you don't take your scale around and show your friends, look how much I weigh. What you're going to see is your friends are going to see how much weight you actually lost. And they're going to love you for it. They're going to be like, wow, you really lost weight. Like my sergeant started doing my diet in January. He's down 50 pounds already. And everybody's like, what are you doing to lose weight? Hello. I've been doing it for years. And they all, yeah. So there's a lot of people now where I work that are doing this diet, and they have so many good ideas. Ideas that won't help us here, but ideas that help us there at work. And I love learning new things, especially from them. They come up with these little ideas and these little helpful hints, and it's amazing. Hey, Russ, glad to see you can make it. Let's see, where are we at? Cindy Brown is more places than me. She is. We have an unofficial race to live stuff. Yeah, I hear you. You guys are always on those live things. That's why I'm saying, yeah, because it looks like crepe paper. That's it. That's exactly it. Where are we at? Marjorie, thank you. Da da da. My kids didn't notice. THIL. Phil. Oh, maybe it's a word. I don't know. All right, guys. I have been on for an hour and 33 minutes. I think I'm boring a lot of you people. I'm going to go because I have some cleaning to do. If you could see my kitchen, it's a little bit messed up. It's not that messed up, but that's my kitchen in there. See, I left a pan on the stove, which I tend to do anyway, but I don't think I cleaned it out. Yeah, so I've done some videos from the kitchen before. You guys know what it looks like. Anyway, oh, and then somebody was asking about the refrigerator. You guys can't even see the refrigerator right now. It's not lit up. Anyway, it's got a 27-inch flat screen computer on the front of it that you could surf the internet and do anything else you want. You can watch YouTube videos from it. You can Google. You can do anything that I can on this laptop, except I don't think it has a camera. So anyway, Spivey, I thank you. I thank you for always showing up. Tell Cindy Brown that you beat her by an hour and a half today. I think that gives you the bragging rights for a week. She didn't even show up. Marjorie, it was great to meet you. I will be checking out your channel as soon as I get done here. And thanks for hanging out with me, guys, for the last hour and a half. And I hope you guys will all check out our podcast. I don't know the day that it's actually going to come out, but I hope you guys check it out. It's going to be fun. It's going to be informative. I got to really focus on staying on topic, though. You guys just drag me off topic so fast. Still, you could. I mind too. Will you cold? I mind too. Russ, I'm not sure what you're saying there, buddy. It was nice talking to you. It's nice to meet you. It's nice everything about you guys. Yeah. My wife said I shouldn't even have wanted that refrigerator. Oh, will I check out your YouTube? Have I not, Russ? I will, Russ. Russ Holstein, give us the name of your YouTube channel. And then I will let everybody on YouTube that is following me right now, I will let them know, and everybody else that watches the replay. So give it a shout out, Russ, and I'll go ahead and throw it on here. Hi, Kara Jones, Jeter. And people are starting to show up again. It's like I'm recycling people. Thank you for a fun show. You're welcome, Manuel. Thank you for all the questions. You made it all worth it. So I really appreciate it. All right, Russ, hurry up and shout that out, buddy. So, do you really have a channel? I think he does. What is it? Like I said. Hi, Kara. How are you? Yes. Come on, Russ. Where's our name of our channel? Coach Russ Holstein. Coach Russ Holstein. You guys, you want to look up Russ. Russ has been around a long time. As far as one of my Russman Fit, RUSMANFIT. RUSMANFIT. Russman Fit. Okay? All right, guys. I want to thank everybody for showing up. Please check out the podcast. Please subscribe to it if you haven't already. It's Going Keto Podcast. 3 words. Going Keto Podcast. You'll see a map of myself and one with Matt Walker. And it just says Going Keto Podcast. So subscribe to it, please. Hit the bell so that you're notified when we do a live or when we drop out another episode. But I want to thank you guys for showing up. You guys are always faithful. I appreciate you giving me shout outs. I appreciate you guys always helping out with all my lives and just being there for us. Okay. So thanks everybody. Check out Russ and we'll see you guys next time. All right, guys. Yes, I will check out your photo. I will check out your photo, Spivey. I don't even know what that is. All right, I'm out of here. See you guys. Bye. Ending the YouTube. Finish that one.